Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and this is going to be a quick haul. There's not a lot here. In fact, it's all one collection of stuff, but you're going to love it when you see it. So this is my most recent haul from Spectrum Art Creations. Remember, as you're viewing this today, we have a live sale here on YouTube, and all of Maddie's links are linked down below. So let's switch in to see what this is. I still have 2 orders out, and I'm waiting for them. One has been sitting in Kansas City for 15 days. The other one is in transit to its next facility, but that was from Florida. It hasn't reached Kansas City yet, so we'll see what happens. But I try to get these hauls in as soon as I can because my haul videos count towards a chance at $5 gift cards, and I can use all of those I can get. Every time Graphic 45 releases something new, I want to make sure I'm in on it. So let's see what today brought. Well, actually yesterday. It came in yesterday's mail. And this is one item that I did not have a tracking for, but it's all Pooh from Simple Stories. Now, there were 4 different stamp sets. I chose this one. This is the Say Cheese Classic Pooh. Friends Forever stamps. You're as sweet as honey. Sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. Counting blessings. Laugh till your tummy hurts. I love that one. It's always an adventure with you, and definitely after 40 years of marriage with Bob, it is still an adventure. And keep looking for sunshine. And yeah, we're still looking for sunshine around here. It comes, but it comes with cold air most of the time. So then we have, try to shake these all down. This is the Decorative Brad set. And it also has some chipboard pieces. We didn't know we were making memories. We just knew we were having fun. And I love the colored Brads here. And the classic in the black and white. Then I have the journaling bits. And I'm going to see if you can see those. I've got tag blocks. I've got tabs. I have different types of journaling cards. This is a collection all by itself, but these give you great ideas. Let me pull that one out if I can. This gives you a great idea of how to put your ephemera together. See if I can do this without making too much of a mess. But we have this one. After all, one can't complain. I have my friends. And notice the little holes. So if you put these close to a page edge, you could put a dangle with a bulb pin off the end of those. Did you ever stop to think and forget to start again? The older I get. The Buzz with the B in the corner. A classic Pooh, again with the dangle. A tag, simple tag. And all these little journaling block bits. Telegram from your honey. What about a Winnieogram? I'm just pulling the bigger pieces out here. One thing you should know, no matter where I go, we'll always be together. And see, this is one of those layerings I was talking about. They've got the base in the background. Then they brought in one of those word blocks, and then they brought in a binder clip. There's these details, memories. Had a heck of a time picking things up this morning. I love this Pooh with the flower. And this is one of those layerings I was talking about. They have this tab piece over here. They've got a base in the background. Then they've got a ticket. They've got just a strip of cardstock and a word or phrase block. But this is all put together and then scanned to create this into one solid piece, so you don't have the little bits. But you can create those in little bits and create those layers. Oh, hello there. Pooh likes bees because they make his honey. Pooh's Balloon Company. I had not seen that one. And then we have the border strips and another postcard, just a little note. And so those are all from the journaling bits. Now, am I going to try and put those back in here while I'm on camera? No. I'm just going to pile them up with that piece. Make sure they go with that bag when I put them away later. And I'm going to lay them over to the side. Okay, then we have big bits. Excuse me. Still very early in the morning. This came in my mail on Friday as I was leaving town. Okay. Now there's some little bits in there, but there's also some big bits. We have Adventures in Friends with Tigger and Christopher Robin. I love this big Pooh and Piglet with the jar and the bee. Then we have some of the florals. And remember, you can create these and you can bring these, create a background, bring the florals up on dimensions and really create, on foam and really create dimensionals. Then we have our Pooh. But then we have things like this, Sweet as Honey, and it's a big one, and this would be great on a scrapbook page. Big Things Start Small. Wouldn't that be cute in a baby album? The little postage stamp with Pooh up in the tree heading for his honey jar. Then Pooh devises his balloon company because balloons can help him get up there without climbing. Sometimes you just have to trust where your life is taking you. All these little bitty bee things. 100-acre forest word search. And then we have some of these smaller pieces here. Laugh till your tummy hurts. I still love that one. And then there's this big tag. If ever there is a tomorrow when we're not together, there is something you must always remember. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. But the most important thing is even if we are apart, I'll always be with you. I love that. So that's from the big bits. And my sticky is sticking. So I've got that one. Then we have bits and pieces. Kind of, sort of. Now there's a little bit of everything in here. Whatever little pieces stay behind, I'm going to leave them. We have tacks. We have, oh bother, because we know who says that. Put that little heart back in there. And then I'm going to stick that sticky down so I don't lose anything else. But then we have things like Tigger. And remember, these are the classic Pooh. The florals that Simply Stories works so well with. There's a black and white with Christopher trying to get Pooh unstuck from his house. We have little hearts. We have Pooh's initial think, think, think. Some people care too much. I call it love. Pooh stuck in the honey pot. 100-acre woodland. $5 tours, food, and fun. Splendiferous. Can't remember the bunny's name. Somebody tell me in the comments. What's the bunny's name? Maybe it's just Rabbit. Could be just Rabbit. Any day spent with you is my favorite day. I love banners, and I want to make more of these because this is something you can make with your scraps. Thought I dropped something. I did. I dropped a bee. A bee tried to fly away. Do you see that? Then we have Piglet. Then we have T-I-double-gut-er. Who says that? Stuffed with fluff. It was a lovely day. More of those Simple Stories florals. Little tag. Hello, honey. A paper binder clip. Another stamp with Pooh watching the dragonfly. Lovely. This is another one of those layered pieces you could easily create. How do you spell love? Asked Rabbit. Asked Piglet. Sorry. You don't spell it. You feel it, said Pooh. And there's Eeyore. An owl. He looks so grumpy. Togetherish. That's what Bob and I are right now. We're togetherish. We're always together in heart and soul, but he's in Oklahoma and here I sit. What I like doing best is nothing. Yeah, no, that doesn't qualify for me. All is good in the woods. Best of friends. Here's another layered piece. with Christopher Robin. They've just taken like a Polaroid shot with Christopher and Pooh and Piglet, and then they've added one of the word things and some stitching. But it's all a printed piece. But you could do that just as easily. Another Pooh and the florals. There's little bits. There's Kanga. Rue's not in here, I guess. I didn't see him. Then we have Christopher. Together, a grand adventure. You're as sweet as honey. And notice everywhere they've spelled honey just the way Pooh does. And there's Pooh with all his honey pots. So there's that. That is the bits and pieces. Then we have the chipboard frames. I almost didn't order this, but then I had an idea. I always have ideas. But then we have this one. We have this, and these are a good heavyweight chipboard. You could use these on the fronts of an album. Use them to frame a picture on a scrapbook page. Life is good. Life is one big adventure. And there's this one with the 100-acre woods in the background. Everything is better with friends. And sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. So that's the chipboard frames. Okay. Then we have the Simple Stories rub-ons. And I got this because I wanted this die. I love rub-ons, don't get me wrong, but I wanted this die cut that Maddie included. For each of us who ordered the rub-ons, she included this. Because she has the die. This was a freebie from Blue Fern Studios that I won. In one of our many games that we play on Saturdays. Then I got the 6x6 pad. Or 6x8 pad. I could have got a 12x12, but I had to watch my money somewhere. And I can do just about as much with a 6x12 or 6x8 as I can with a 12x12. So let's flip through this one. We have our, I love that plaid. And let me get rid of the sticky off of here. If I can without tearing my cover too much. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, so we have our plaid. I love that colorful plaid. We have journaling cards. The florals. The honeycomb background, more cut-aparts, the bee background, I love that, and the tags, the 100-acre woods in 2 different styles, and then this one you could leave this as it is, or you could cut them apart and layer them. Pooh and the flowers. Remember, there was a die cut that matched this. This matched one of the frames. No matter the day, no matter the weather, life is just better when we are together. And then I think it repeats. It does. So there is 2 of everything, I think. Yeah, there's 3 of everything in the 6x8. So that'll give me plenty to work with. And then there's the card making made simple. This is the card kit, Say Cheese Classic Pooh. You can make these greeting cards. All the components are in here. You have, let me look on the back, 36 chipboard pieces, some of which are not in that chipboard collection, 70 die cut bits and pieces, 8 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 white card bases, and the complete step-by-step instructions. The envelopes are included, but they will show you how to take this base and take all these elements and put them together to make 7 cards. Ready to send. Now, you can use these as, instead of making them into cards, you could do these and use them as tuck spots or journaling cards in the album, or use them as additions on a page because they tell you how to layer everything, so they make it simple to put together a scrapbook page. So, that is my haul from Spectrum Art Creations this week. I have 2 more packages out there in the wind. I am not going to be ordering today because I'm waiting for those packages to come in before I order anything else. So, but I will be in there playing the games, cheering my friends on in the games, and seeing all the pretties that Maddie has to offer. So, we are on her channel at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it'd be 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in their YouTube channel live. And I will leave all the links for Maddie in the description box below. Even if you don't plan on buying a thing, come play with us. It's a great way to talk with people who speak your language and see what's new or maybe what's being discontinued, and you maybe do want to do a little shopping and grab something that's not going to be around very long. Their prices are always the best, and that's why I shop with them. Now here's the thing. My postmaster the other day, when I went in checking, having her check to see where this package was sitting in Kansas City, told me, I know it's not possible for everyone, but I tell all of my customers to shop with Amazon because we have distribution centers all over the country and things don't get hung up in these depots like Kansas City, Indiana, Ohio, where they're sitting for weeks. One day, still waiting on a package from almost 2 months ago out of the Indiana depot. It's crazy. Makes you not want to use the Postal Service, but yet they keep raising their prices because they're not making any money. Well, if they'd start shipping their product out like they're supposed to, maybe they would. Maybe we'd use them more. So, that's going to do it for me today. I will be back. I know I'm behind on a couple of things, but Bob has been in Texas and in Oklahoma, and so I've been making use of my time of him being gone to work on this studio. I will get back on track in the next, probably the 3rd week in April. I am gone to a craft retreat. Oh, no, I'm not. Sorry, I'm not. Bob and I decided I couldn't go. But I am going to do a sister weekend with my sissy. And then I'm also in a writing challenge to finish book 2. So, you know, I've told you before on this channel, my writing has to come first. And that's where I'm at with this one. Trying to get that little piece of rickrack to tuck in there. So I will be at a retreat, but I'm going to be writing. Because I've got to get book 2 done, because I have 2 other books in this series to write, and I have another book to release. So that's going to do it in the studio for me today. I hope this will upload and you will get it in a timely fashion today. In the meantime, remember to like, to share, subscribe, and remember, tell me down in the description box below, are you a Pooh fan? Or do you prefer something else? And if so, tell me what that something else is. Creative blessings.